Buenos dias, mi gente. Hello, hello, and welcome to a test streaming that I'm doing. Don't mind the hair. Look at this. I'm pulling it out. So, welcome to a test streaming that I'm doing right now. I'm trying to work the kinks on my computers. And the reason why I did it on this one versus this one is because this one has more stability. Now, I'm streaming directly into YouTube, which is ideal, is what I'm thinking now. But I am going to test other products um, like Riverside. There is Streaming Dock. There's a couple others. I'm debating which one is the best avenue to be able to stream, especially if I'm going to do like a work with me streaming sort of thing where I'll be working on certain things I want to show you how to do, such as, registering your business, getting an EIN, working on your budget, planning for your day, planning for your month, things like that. Things of that nature that all of us entrepreneurs need to be working on, that people like us that have multiple things going on in their life besides work, besides being an entrepreneur, having families, having a million things, being caretakers and all of that, so that you are prepared, so that you can plan accordingly, so that you have the tools that you need to be successful, so that you don't feel overwhelmed with the amount of things that you need to do. And when I say things, is because there are too many to count, right? If you are a parent, if you're a mother, a father, whoever you are, think of it this way. You have a household that you need to manage. You need to manage meals, you need to manage bills, you need to manage all of these other things. So, preparing for that. In addition, you have your business, you have bills, you have employees, or maybe not, it's just you, but you have expenses that you need to manage. You need things that you need to get done for this business. And then I count separately, you have your kids. Each kid is a different world. They all different, right? And then if you are a caretaker, then you have parents to take care of or third parties to take care of. So it's a lot of things that you need to handle. And it's important to be able to have all the tools, all the resources that are going to make your job and your day to day more successful without you getting burned out, right? That's the whole point. I don't want to get burned out. I want to integrate all aspects of my life and feel successful in any way, shape, or form. Now, to start, unfortunately, I'm on this computer and not on this computer, and I'm working off of this one. I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to show you. I mentioned to you that in multiple previous videos that I create a list of the things that I do every single day. And I tend to do that list, right? And on one side, I write what I need to do. On the other side, I write what are my fears? What are the things about that are going to create an issue for me? That's how I do it. Now, for today, I am watching the Karen Reed case, and I put the Karen Reed case in the background for me to listen to while I'm working. I'm also working on, and I'm just going to put my glasses down because I can't live without my glasses. I can't read a lot of things. So, another thing that I'm doing is I am redesigning my business logo. And the reason why I'm redesigning my business logo is because I want to make it simpler. I thought it was simple, but I don't think it's simple enough. And one of the things that, I'm most, one of the things that I tend to overthink a lot about is what is the best way for me to show myself. And I'm going to try and see if I can show you what I'm doing. Okay, so at least you can see there. All right, perfect. So I And don't mind my cough, don't mind my notes and all of that. But this is where this go. So I am working on, and I probably should take my blur out. But I actually, what I do is I work on the things that I need to work on here. Right now, I'm working on my bio. I want to make sure that my bio is who it needs to be. And I want to make sure that the information that is there is accurate, right? And that whatever I'm showcasing is what I want, not what someone else wants, right? So whether I'm using tools, resources, whatever I'm using, I want to make sure that it is who I am meant to be, right? And it is what I want it to be, not what someone else wanted to be. So right now I'm on my bio itself, and I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can see. So let me see if I can switch here. Let me see if I can switch here so we can work on this together, right? So I'm working on my bio, and I'm working on the bakeries. I'm working on the bakeries menu. But what's important right now is that I work on my bio. That's one of the things that I need to work on for my actual business. So let me go back here, and I am going to share my screen. I'm going to share this specifically, and I hope you can all see it. This is my bio, right, that I'm working on. And what I want you to concentrate on, and I'm not even sharing my face on this, but what I want you to look at is I want you to see I'm working from two computers, right? And you can see the changes there, right? But I can also work in here, right? That's a little bit better. And let me just, after more than a decade in banking, corporate leadership, and global. So as you can see here, this is who I am, right? So for me, that is my motto, right? Launch, grow, thrive, and we can do this together. Palante, there's no other way. So I wanted to remember that when I put this. So for me, it's palante, right? Launch, grow, thrive together. And I think we launch, grow, thrive together. Right? So that's who I am. Now, one of the things is I use another design to be able to come up with this and kind of edit it. So I need to come up with something here that describes me, that actually speaks to who I am, right? Like a brief title description of Jenny. And who I am and what needs to be there and all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in there something else. And the way I'm going to add it is I'm going to remove this. And right, I don't want it in cursive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this font. I'm going to make this font a little bit more attractive, not in script, because, you know, titles and things. I want to make it better. So I'm going to look for my font itself so you can actually see a font that is more readable. That one is not as readable as the, like, you can hardly read it like that. Well, I feel like I cannot read it. You tell me. So in one aspect, you have that. And then I'm going to open up in the background my Karen retrial, which is actually coming, is the retrial. It's starting in about, I think it already started, but I usually watch it with Emily D. Baker because I think she has the best commentary. I think she does an amazing job just sharing and teaching you exactly how things are being done and why the prosecutor might have decided to do something, why the defense might have decided to do something. Is really annoying to see see trial cases where you don't know what's going on, and I feel, and where you have no input, right? You can make your own opinions. With Emily D. Baker, I kind of like, you can have an opinion, chat. If you are a member, you can also, you're not watching the trial as it's happening. You kind of have some delay, and then you can come back and kind of speed it up and all that. So it just makes it easier for me. Like right now, I'm with you here. I'm taking a few minutes to show you what I'm working on, the things that I'm doing. And at the same time, I have the trial going in the background, but I'm not going to be paying attention to that until later. I'll probably switch screens later. And when I go live again this evening, it's going to be separately. And I might try another tool so that then I can combine this together into one single playlist so you all can see how this works. So this is me streaming using my computer, using YouTube directly into YouTube. I haven't shown you the tools and the things that are there, but I can tell you that it works, right? It works perfectly fine. My pictures at the bottom, I don't know if I can move this. The other thing, maybe when I'm editing, I may be able to do that. Now, it only allows me to do like a little break. If I wanted to do a break, it doesn't, you can pop out the dashboard if you want, but I don't see where I can edit this and make the, I can have reactions, I can have participants, but I don't see where I can adjust where the screen is showing. Like right now, my in picture is at the bottom right corner versus me being able to move it anywhere in the screen so you can see what I'm doing. So right now, all you can see is that. Again, I'm changing the fonts right now. I'm utilizing my recommended font for my brand. And remember, my business brand is actually, I use it for Jenny, the author, right? So I'm going to change that to match what my, and I put it at the bottom. I just want you to see what that is. Okay, so as you can see, is a little bit different. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Okay. And then I gotta do this. And again, I'm on this computer, not on that computer, just for the sake of you guys knowing. All right, so these are like obvious things. Don't need to do this. And I'm gonna remove all of these emojis because I use the emojis and I, like I said, I use this from another document that I use. So let's add, this is a J Consulting Company. And then there is also www.jennycamacho.me. And there's a that I am jennycamacho.com. Right? So I'm adding all of my websites in there. Although these might be, if I could only spell. So these are my websites. So I'm adding them all in there. And then I'm going to add my social media, right? I'm going to make some space and I'm going to just do my social media here. So on everything I do myself, so think of it as J Consulting social media is all at J Consulting Co, right? And then for me is at I am Jenny Camacho. So anywhere you can find me with these, like that is just who I am. Or you will find me anywhere under I am Jenny Camacho, LinkedIn, wherever. And you will find J Consulting under jconsulting.com, everywhere. Like that's just how it is. So it's important to show that. So what I'm seeing is that it doesn't look as nice as I would have thought. So I'm going to do something else. All right, we're working. I'm working on something for my business. You should be working on something for your business. If you're looking at this video right now and you're seeing that this is something that you need to get done, I'm on Canva. I'm actually working on my bio. I'm working on making sure that my bio looks good and that this is a bio that I can use for a website. So the information that I'm putting here is because it's going on the About Me on my J Consulting website. Do I need to add J Consulting to it since I'm on that website? No. Would it be beneficial if I add my other websites? Absolutely, you should. So that is the way I'm seeing it. That's the way I'm doing it. I think this covers me, who I am. And since the bio's for me, I'm removing J Consulting. I am saying that I am the founder and CEO of J Consulting Company. It should be there. People should know that's who I am. And on the rest of the items, I'm not actually showing anything else. I'm just pretty much putting something very basic, very quick. If I need to provide a more detailed bio, then that will be on an event and on a request basis. But for the website, I think this is enough for you to get to know me when you come and visit my website. Okay, so um, that is my actual that's my bio. That's where I stand. That's where it will go. I had it here and if you see, I just want to move it to, these are things that I was working on, as you can see. And now, this is the one I'm sharing with you. Okay, so here I had it with the different background. I had other information. And the reason for this is because I wanted to create something that I can relate to, right? So here I am. And this is how you copy on that. And I just want it to look different, right? So that's that. And then here, I'm just going to add my name, right? Right? So there you go. It's plain and simple. There isn't much to it. I could add other things, right? I could add, I don't know, let's add a banner, right? Let's say that I want to add, just a simple one here. Right? So, oopsie daisy. Here we go. I'm going to change a color. I'm going to make it gold. I'm going to send it back. And that will give me that. Do I like it? It's okay. Can I try other colors and see how that plays out? Yeah. But I think this color is what really is not doing it for me. This color, I think, is the one that I need to. Okay, let me upload the picture. I have multiple pictures here. And I want to make this a little bit less professional, a little bit more relaxed, more casual. So here we go. So this is me. There we go. There we go. So there it is. That is quick and easy. I can use this for, many places, especially like a signature. You can see my face in there. It is my picture. It's a selfie that I took of myself, and I can put that into my my actual email signature or something like that. Now, I am going to click on this. I'm going to change the color because this is not one of my colors, right? That's one of my colors. That's one of my colors. That's one of my colors. For the business, this is more likely, right? So that's more like my color. But yeah, here we go. Then here, I can add anything else here. So I'm leaving it blank from now. I just wanted to show you how I would do things, what I would do. I do have a logo. that I created for myself. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make this the about me, right? But I'm going to now create a separate one, a separate design. And actually, let me go and look at J Consulting, and let me just do it here. So I'm going to go here to brand. I'm gonna go to J Consulting, and I'm going to work on my J Consulting brands, right? These, like I said, these are the colors. These are, So this is, let me just X out of that. I'm going to have to do a whole new one. I'm going to do logo. Again, I'm going to do a brand new logo. And I shouldn't say a brand new logo. I'm going to adjust J Consulting's logo. I want to make sure that the logo is more visible. The one that I have is not as visible. As you can see, this is plain and simple. I just feel there is so much in it. I'm going to remove some of the attributions that I put in it and make it more of a simple logo. As you can see here, this is what I started with. I like the simplicity of that. I just feel that it needs more. Like, it's not as captivating. So I'm going to remove these because while they're simple, they're not what I want. And these two are more of what I want. I just don't want so much stuff in it. And the other thing is, the establish is nice, but it's not everything. So I want to make sure that it is not overpowering my logo. I want to remove, I love this because when you are, think of it as a compass. When you are building a business, you are creating something and you need to know in which direction you're going to. So I see my consulting company as something that you can lean on and get support in finding direction, in knowing where to go to, in knowing, which way to take. Because that's what we do. We share information, we share resources, we help you figure things out. We've been doing that since 2020, like it says there, but that is why the compass is there. Do I need to have it in the logo? I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? One of the reasons why I wanted to do this live is because I wanted people to see kind of like how I work on things and what I do with things. And this is one way. I go one item by one item. Is one of my things to get done today, which is finalizing the details of the brand, my brand, so that I can revamp the website, make it accessible, make it available, but also adding my information in it. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about my website. I can't wait to hear what you have to say, feedback that you are going to give me. Remember, we're in this together. We're doing this together. I am building, I'm launching, I'm growing, and I'm doing it all by your side. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're a small business owner, if you're someone who's actually trying to invent yourself as an individual, pivot careers, I hope you find support in this channel with me, with my community of other entrepreneurs, other individuals that are trying to do the same. And we're here to support each other. We're not here to criticize each other. We're here to provide constructive feedback. We're here to give that additional layer of support that other entrepreneurs need to be able to thrive, to feel that they can trust and they can learn from one another and be able to launch their business, grow their business, pivot their business, scale their business, name it. That's what we're here for. So again, this is how I went about my logo. I am about to edit it. I won't show you that now because I don't have a lot of time, but I will be doing another live this evening showing you some of the other things so that you guys can learn a little bit about how I work through things. It has been an absolute pleasure to spend the last half an hour with you. I am losing my voice at this point. I do hope that you find this information beneficial. I hope that what I'm sharing with you is of your interest. And on my next live, I'm going to be showing how to create the logo from scratch, how to start from the beginning. And you don't need to pay somebody to create your simple logo. You can do that yourself. And that's exactly what I want to show you. You'll be able to start with Canva free. I have Canva Pro, but you can start with Canva free and create a logo that is similar to this one that you're seeing right here, or something even nicer. Again, your creativity will determine how your logo will look. For me, I prefer simple. I stick to 3 colors, 4 colors max. Some cases, even just 2. I feel like you need 3 colors. You need your black. Queen of black. I love black. I love white, but now I kind of see it as my background sort of thing. Rarely do I use white on the font color unless I'm using a different background, right? But in reality, I tend to do black. Then I love pink. I love this specific pink color and this gold color. I love those two. Like, I just love this logo. I had it for about 8 years now, and I feel like this is me. If I was to put to sign something, this is how I would sign it. And because it's me, I feel like it's the only thing that I should use. Um, Again, thank you so much for joining my live. We've been in this for 32 minutes. This is a subscribers only mode live for a reason. I want to be able to get you all more engaged, and I'm going to start doing more subscribers only and members only streaming, because I think that's what will be beneficial to the people that actually follow me and that want to learn from me. So if you want to continue to learn, please subscribe, like this video. I hope that the information I share here was beneficial, and there is more to come. Part 2 of this video is creating your logo at no extra cost. You will do this with Canva, so be prepared. We'll do it this evening at 7 o'clock. I always forget. So I will do a notch before I go live, 30 minutes before, letting you know I'm streaming live in 30 minutes. And that way you're ready to join in. It will be in the evening, and we're going to have 1 hour where we're going to go from start to end on designing our logo, designing our brand, selecting our color, selecting our font sizes, our font style, and making sure that we have all of our brand material for our business. Is it out of order when it comes to creating a business? Absolutely. Let's do this for branding today, and tomorrow we can cover something else. Thank you again for joining, and have an amazing day. Until next time.